It's the first day of warm here in Montreal, Canada. So it's been a long time since I've got this heat. And you people in Florida, you must be like, what temperature is it? And I'm gonna say, it's 0 degrees. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be like, it's what? Because out here in Canada, the higher you get up, the hotter the summers are and the colder the winters are. So let's say you're in Antarctica. Let's say you're in the North Pole. Or should I say the northern place, like northern Alaska. What will happen is the higher up you are, the more hot the summers are and the more cold the winters are. So, most of you should know this. This is a small trivia fact that I learned a long time ago. And that fact is that billions of years ago, there was an object, or should I say a planet, a rocky planet, named Theia that crashed into Earth, creating the seasons. Now, here in Canada, we're a little bit lucky because we have 4 seasons. And you might be like, oh, all the world has 4 seasons. The equator has 1 season, summer. The North Pole and the South Pole have 2 seasons. Summer and burning hot summer and freezing cold winter. So in some places there is 2. In some places there's only 1 season, but here in certain parts of Canada there is 4 seasons. And right now, we are just about approaching spring. So that's why I could be with a t-shirt outside while stepping on snow. And just to prove it to you, I'll go like this so you can also see the snow. So I am wearing a t-shirt but stepping on snow. It's a little cursed. Now, something that usually people would be surprised to see is a green grass. See that tiny bit of green grass? There? Down there? Next to snow. So, that is very weird. Very weird. So, a couple weeks from now, the snow will start to melt. And here's a tip. For you gardeners that are in cold climates, here's a trick. In spring, when the moon disappears, you're allowed to start planting. But it's a little tricky because if you don't plant at the start of spring where there's no moon, you have to wait another couple weeks because it's a period where it gets hot, stabilizing the plants, those little sprouts. Like, you have a week or two of hotness, and then those little sprouts take all the heat, and then for 3 weeks, just use up all that heat from the, just use up all that heat because it's cold out. Now I will actually be planting a couple days after Monday here in Canada. And for that reason is Monday is 11. So that snow that you see over there is going by. So say your goodbyes now. Say your goodbyes now. Now I've actually been having some fun since it's a little warm out today and it's been a buttload of cold. So I've been enjoying myself because after Monday, it's going back to cold. So I'm just gonna bring you down here to make it easier for you to see the green grass. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, I'm down. Can't believe I'm stepping on dirt. That's the green grass. Survived all winter long. Crazy. Now you might be saying, impossible. Surviving a Canadian winter to become green? Well, that's actually very possible. What happens is what the snow does is, I'm guessing this, I'm not sure actually, is the snow actually is a little transparent. So you might see it as white, but it actually is transparent. It's just the many layers of it. Many layers, and those times where over and over, it just gets, where over and over, it just gets a little warm, and then a little hot, and then a little warm, and then a little cold, and then a little hot, and then warm, and then then cold, then 2 days cold. Like, it's this total weird